I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much?
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They don't want to waste his outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Packers at 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finished things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized depth. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tunyon. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Now Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
38.
Working out of the gun. Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up and down. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form. I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. Ready? So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll run on first down with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football to double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A jet sweep, Dobbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened? During
film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Touchdown, Packers. Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. That's a burst right there.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Crosby is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. 40 got. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And oh, he coughed it up. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll go again here with Akers. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, Stafford here. But he's got his target, Harris. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
21. And middle. Double right.
Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jacob Harris from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down, it's Jones. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And not much running room. Down to the 32. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers on the move to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
26, 50.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's brought in by Harris, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Following the interception, Love eluding the pressure right. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Forced out to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
10 cycles.
To the air again, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they do finally get him at the 12.
103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
53 at 21.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Akers is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
32.
They'll try with McKinnon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes.
And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Steps away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peeped